Organizing your LMS class stream. Make your virtual room work for you and your students. How can I make my virtual class stream work for me and my students? The LMS is our classroom these days, and we want to make sure that we are making it as easy and as effective for our interaction with our students as possible. So in the rest of this video, I want to give you a few tips that can help you improve the presentation of your class stream and maximize your ability to interact effectively with your students. First of all, I encourage you to decide on the class stream structure before you add any content. Basically, this is about planning your page before you start, the way you would plan your lessons. You want to jot down the different items or elements that you may need as lessons. Lessons are the segments that are going to be your headers on your class stream. You may choose some different information to put onto your class stream, but you need to decide what that will be before you start. Second, develop a consistent order for your units. Whatever order you choose, use it every time so that your students can recognize what's going to be happening next. And you're going to put these units into the lessons in the same order every time. And then finally, before you start, you need to consider how you're going to modify your class display. You do want to add some identifying information to the name at the top of your class page, and you want to select a custom tile, create a picture, or just go and find one that works for you so that your students can easily identify your class and so that you can identify the various classes that you have on your dashboard. Once you've done your planning, you're ready to start putting live links into your class stream. And I strongly suggest that you put your live class links in one lesson section at the top or at the bottom. How does this look? Basically, you give your lesson section a name, you add your events, you add your sessions, your training sessions as they're called in the LMS, and then you make sure that's at the top. You can drag it there if it's not already there, or after you've added on all the other content that you want to add, you can drag your live events to the bottom of the page, and then it's out of everybody's way, and you do that with edit mode. Third suggestion, separate your informational content from your assignments. And this is basically how it would look. You would name your lesson the same, except for two words, notes at the end of one, assignments at the end of the other. You will put your objectives, notes, content videos, any information goes into the notes section. Any worksheets, your practice activities, any assignments, you put those into the assignments section. This makes it really easy for students to know where to find the notes. This makes it easy for students to know where to find the assignments. And later on, when students are done with the assignments, you can hide or take that lesson content off and just leave the notes. Additionally, I suggest you make sure that you choose good labels for your lessons. It will make it a lot easier for the children to know what's in the lesson and also for you to find that lesson later. So here are some suggestions. First of all, use the Ministry of Education undated format. When you're using that format, abbreviate. Writing out term, week, and the full date are not going to help you, and in fact it'll cut down on your space, which you need in order to add a descriptive topic and, if necessary, a grade label. I've given you an example. You can devise whatever structure you want. Just keep it standardized. Makes it easier for you to find things later. And then finally, you want to use the LMS tools that are provided to minimize stream clutter. Minimizing stream clutter maximizes your power over what's happening in the class stream. And there are three main tools that I want you to think about. Number one is your edit mode button. This is at the top of your class stream right next to the name, and every time you click it on, it allows you to edit the text on the class stream. It also allows you to move lessons and units up and down the class stream. Another powerful tool that you can use to manage your class stream is your lesson on and off switch, which is found in your lessons library under the heading Assigned to Course. If you select the button beside the lesson that you want to control and click on it, it will either place it on or remove it from your class stream. This has two advantages. First of all, it allows you to create lessons in advance and keep them off of your class stream until you're ready to use them. And the other advantage is that you can remove lessons that you no longer need to display once you're finished with them. So this reduces the amount of clutter on your class stream. Final tool I want to talk to you about is the unit toggle. This hides a unit of content, regardless of what type, from your students until you are ready for them to see it, but allows you to interact with that content in the meantime. You can find this unit toggle by selecting the arrow beside edit on any unit, and you will get a pop-up that allows you to toggle the status. This is a very powerful tool for giving you control and minimizing clutter. If you use these 5 tools, you can improve quality and the presentation of your stream structure, make it more efficient for you, cut down on unnecessary confusion, and at the end provide your students with an efficient and an enjoyable experience on your class stream. Thanks for watching.